What's up guys? Today we're going to check out Abigail on 4K UHD. I'm not here to talk about how good or bad the movie is, I'm just going to share some of my thoughts on the audio and video quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 4.5K. It's got a 4K DI, it's rated R, runtime is 109 minutes, aspect ratio is 239:1, and the audio is in Dolby Atmos. Before we take a look at the audio and see how active this mix is, if you don't know what the Atmos viewer is, you can find a link down below in this video's description that tells you all about it, what it does, and where to get it. You can also find a list of all the gear that I use for these 4K reviews down there as well. Jumping over to the Atmos viewer, we can see that right from the opening credits that this is a very active Atmos mix. It's mostly Swan Lake playing through the speakers with some rainy atmospherics mixed in, and this lasts for a few minutes. So right from the start, it's already got a very solid level of subtle immersion. At 34:28, you can hear the water dripping in the sink, the door slowly creak open, and if you didn't already know, there's a vampire in the movie which you can hear eating something right behind your head. At 41 minutes 51 seconds, you can hear the doors and the windows seal up all around your home theater and also right above your head, so it'll give you this good sense of how tall the ceilings are in this house. At 1 hour 20 minutes, they've got Abigail's voice whispering all around the room, followed up by some vampire killing action. There's a bunch more little things like that happen throughout the movie, but I'd be giving away spoilers. But just know that it will light up all your speakers. As for the bass response, there's a nice bass drop at the start of the movie, and the music does have some decent punch, and when things blow up, it's also got some pretty nice kick. There's nothing that's going to test your subwoofer's abilities, but overall I didn't feel like I was missing too much, and the dialogue was always easy to hear without any issues. And thanks to Kaleidescape for supplying me with this copy of Abigail on 4K UHD so I could bring you, the home theater movie loving community, this 4K review. Now if you are tired of waiting a month or more to get your 4K discs, and in the case of Abigail, might not even get a 4K disc release, and you're interested in getting a Kaleidescape, you can get one at our channel partner, Dream Media. Links can be found down below in this video's description. Now this movie was shot digitally, so it's got that digitally clean, grain-free look. It's got a bit of softness to the picture, which keeps it from being 4K crispy, but it's still got a really detailed image nonetheless. There's a ton of set details from the decorative woodwork inside the house to all the dirty grittiness inside the kitchen that's captured really cleanly. Close-ups of all the victims reveal fine pores and wrinkles, and vampire teeth are easily countable as well. As for the HDR, this is not going to be an eye scorcher whatsoever. It's a really dark movie from the start all the way till the end credits. Most of the scenes are dimly lit, so black levels can appear a bit muddy at times, and since it is so dark, shadow details can be lost in the very darkest scenes. There's some pleasant specular highlights, mostly from lamps and the wall lights, which does give a nice contrast to the overall dark image, and also makes the color palette dark, yet very warm at the same time. This movie could pose some problems to lower-end LED TVs and projectors that struggle with blacks, but it'll look great on OLEDs and some higher-end TV sets. It's an overall really good-looking dark transfer with plenty of detail, so I'm gonna have to go with an 8.6 for video. For audio, this has got a very active Atmos mix all the way through. It's a great mixture of subtle atmospherics to loud dynamic peaks. The bass probably could have dropped a few octaves lower, but as a whole, this was a very fun active Atmos mix, so I'm gonna go with a 9 for audio. So what are your thoughts on Abigail in 4K? Have you seen it and how did you see it? Was it on digital streaming or the Kaleidescape? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Now if you do want to pick up this movie, I'll leave some links for it down below in this video's description. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content or great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you again in the next video.